Season's greetings, everyone. I want to start off today's video by reading from that Dickensian classic, A Christmas Carol. I know it's December 26th, but I think the message is pretty perennial. It's from When Marley's Ghost Visits Scrooge, and he's talking about all the things that he didn't know in life. Like that any spirit working kindly in its little sphere, wherever it may be, will find its mortal life too short for its vast means of usefulness. Not to know that no space of regret can make amends for one life's opportunities misused. And then Scrooge says, "But you were always a good man of business, Jacob." And the spirit says, "Business? Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, and benevolence were all my business. The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business." Pamela, in your last video, you talked about all the things that are happening in the world and asked what we can do in the face of such seeming darkness. And I've thought about that. And I think that you can mourn with those who mourn and weep with those who weep. Meditate on Psalm 88. Because that practice of empathy transforms your heart and is in itself an act of solidarity that never goes unappreciated. And you can pray. I know it's well established that thoughts and prayers aren't enough in times of tragedy, but that statement, while corrective, ignores prayer's ability to shape the ones who pray. And mourning and praying might not seem sufficient, but I think that's because we are blessed with an abundance of power and ability. You and me, we are problem solvers, and we have solved most of the things that life has put in front of us, but not this. These are gigantic issues that we're struggling with, and they're too much for any one person to fix. And so our power and our ability fail us, and we feel helpless. And I think, Joy, that also speaks to the premise of Black Mirror a little bit. But if humankind is our business, then we need to be about our business in whatever way we can. So if we don't have money, organize a fundraiser. Like the widow with her 2 coins in the temple, we're called to give everything we can, and whatever we can give together, that'll be enough. Or go on a fast of whatever kind you can. It'll save you money, and it's a spiritual practice to boot. Or you can donate blood. There's always a need in times of crisis, and if you can't donate, volunteer at a blood drive or volunteer to transport people to a blood drive. Or organize 1,000,000 meals or another meal packaging event. Food is also always needed. You can also stay informed. You talk about just sitting on Twitter, but telling those stories is one of the most important things that we can do. And you can't change anything if you don't know what the problem is. And as for what's happening in North Carolina, you can get active. This is the one place where your voice, your support, and your vote absolutely matter. If we don't have power, we need to get the attention of the people who are in power, because many of them are surely not representing our interests the way that they are meant to be. So email, write, call, sign petitions. If it comes to it, march. If you can't march, support those who can. Organize meals or provide meeting spaces. These are things that we can do, and this is our time to make our voices heard and to amplify the voices of those who have yet to be heard. No space of regret can make amends for one life's opportunities misused. What can we do? Search out those opportunities to show humans kindness and go from there. I'll see you next week.